Yet another scandal rocking the NYPD. The department's highest-ranking uniformed officer resigned Friday night after a bombshell allegation of sexual misconduct on the job. Former Chief of Department Jeffrey Maddrey is accused of trading sexual favors for overtime. Derek Waller, live tonight outside NYPD headquarters in Lower Manhattan with the details. Derek.
Jessica, Lieutenant Quathisha Epps filed a complaint today with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission.
What was her name? LaQuisha? No, LaQuisha. All right, we gonna watch it, but
this comes after she actually filed for early retirement earlier this week. And basically, I can tell you that many of these details are disturbing. She says the abuse started last year and continued until this week. Chief of Department Jeffrey Maddrey just appeared a few days ago in front of the City Council's Public Safety Committee to defend the department's use of stop and frisk. Now a major shakeup. Lieutenant Quathisha Epps alleges between June 2023 and this past Monday, Maddrey engaged in efforts to coerce her into performing unwanted sexual favors in exchange for overtime opportunities. She says that included intercourse in the office. According to publicly available payroll data, Lieutenant Epps made a salary last year of over $164,000, but after overtime was factored in, she took home more than $400,000.
Yo, okay, all right. Now it's becoming a little bit more clear, y'all. Hold on, let me back this up a little bit. I want to see that paperwork again. Her name is Quathisha Epps. And it says that her total pay was over $400,000 for the year of 2024, that says. You made over 400. So why? So, Quathisha, now hold on now. I'm going to let him finish first. How about that? I'm going to let him finish first, and then we're going to get to it. Then we're going to get to the real.
Of over $164,000, but after overtime was factored in, she took home more than $400,000. After refusing his advances in October, she says Maddrey retaliated by orchestrating an intentionally manipulated monthly overtime report, which resulted in a criminal and internal investigation opened against her. Her attorney adds systemic failures within the NYPD allowed Chief Maddrey's predatory behavior to continue unchecked, culminating in his promotion to the department's highest uniform position by Mayor Eric Adams, despite a well-documented history of misconduct and abuse of power. Mayor Eric Adams' office issued this statement that reads, "We are deeply disturbed by these allegations, and the NYPD is investigating this matter. Mayor Adams is working in close coordination with Police Commissioner Tisch as the NYPD conducts a separate department-wide review to ensure no high-ranking officers are using their power inappropriately. We will refrain from commenting further to avoid jeopardizing either investigation."
Of course you will. Listen, it's not even a surprise that Mayor Eric Adams is at the forefront of this entire thing, because really he's just been probably one of the worst mayors in the history of the country. And what the job that he's done over there in New York has been absolutely detestable. But this case here, this is why I think it's important to highlight and question some of the practices that we have in our American culture as far as the legal system goes, because now all of a sudden you have Quathisha, and Quathisha has benefited from this relationship with this chief, because you can't convince me. Listen, here's the thing. You cannot convince me that this was a first-time thing for Quathisha. See, what I really think is happening here is they had something going on. Somebody got mad, somebody got a little pissed off, and then threats started to go. Threats started to be levied in both directions. Maybe he came to Quathisha and was like, yo, if you stop getting on your knees, we're going to have to walk back some of that OT work that we done put in, that I done signed off on. And Quathisha was probably like, hey, yo, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do it. I got way too much information on you. I got way too much dirty. I got your dirty laundry. I got bags and bags of it. You don't want to do that. And I think what it was, it turned into a vie for power, basically. right? I think it turned into a vie for power, but from Chief, he thinking, oh, I got her under my foot. I got her under my thumb. I'm controlling the money. And so she said, nah, I'm controlling the situation because I got all this dirt on you. Because you cannot convince me that Quathisha ain't been on her knees. She said this been going on for a year. That's what they just said. So you've been being harassed for an entire year, and you choose not to say anything until now? Why? Because he threatened to take away that money. All them purses, Quathisha. You ain't gonna be able to buy all them luxury. She probably went out and bought a new house, I'm sure. With $500,000? She went home with nearly $500,000 in 1 year. Quathisha probably done leveled up. She probably done bought a new house. She probably got a Jag out there somewhere or a Mercedes-Benz truck. Quathisha done leveled up. But guess what? This lifestyle got to be maintained and it's got to be paid for. And so I think what happened here is that old boy was like, oh, you don't want to get on your knees no more? You don't want to kiss the ring no more, Quathisha? Because I'll affect your pockets. That's what I think is happening. We got one more video to check out from this, and then we're gonna take it home.
Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch saying she has appointed Edward Thompson as the interim chief of internal affairs effective immediately. She says this is part of her campaign to rid this department of corruption as the investigation continues into those sexual allegation claims made against former chief of department Jeffrey Madry by a department lieutenant. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch announcing John Chell as the interim chief of department, filling the role of former chief of department Jeffrey Madry, who resigned on Friday. Madry is facing sexual misconduct accusations. He's accused of demanding sexual favors from his lieutenant, Quathisha Epps, in exchange for excessive overtime. Epps holds an administrative position in Madry's office. A spokesperson for the NYPD says in a statement, quote, Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch accepted the resignation of Chief of Department Jeffrey Madry Friday night, effective immediately. The NYPD takes all allegations of sexual misconduct seriously and will thoroughly investigate this matter. Epps filed a complaint against the city with the Federal Equal Employment Opportunity Commission on Saturday, claiming that Madry engaged in quid pro quo sexual harassment by coercing her to perform unwanted sexual favors in exchange for overtime opportunities in the workplace. Epps said that when she finally pushed back at the demands, Madry retaliated.
Oh, there it is right there. So when she finally pushed back. So at first you wasn't pushing back. Is what I'm assuming. That's what it sounds like. At first you were not pushing back because you were getting all this overtime money. She made almost $500,000, y'all. Almost $500,000 you benefited off of this relationship with this dude. You cannot convince me that Quathisha wasn't in there on her knees. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. Now she done lawyered up. Now she about to bring charges against the city. And this is the problem with this, right? This is the overarching problem because now you have two idiots. Really, you have the chief here who has no level of discipline. So he's out here just running rampant. And this, you can't convince me this is his first time. Right? He's definitely done this before with other female officers or with other people that he's had under him. I just know it. I wouldn't be surprised if 2 or 3 more allegations come forward and lawsuits against this dude, right? Because this isn't the first time. But this is the overarching problem with it. When you have people like this that get in these situations and get of where they have power, men, especially men, for whatever reason, they seek to abuse that power, and then who has to suffer for it? You do. We do. The residents. The everyday taxpayers. Because what happens is this lawsuit goes to trial. That she wins. She's going to win. She's going to win whatever it is that she's asking for. They're probably going to settle whatever. But who has to pay that ticket? Somebody got to pay the cost. Somebody has to pay the bill when it comes due. You know who that person is going to be? It's going to be each one of us, all of the taxpayers. Every New York citizen is going to pay that bill. Y'all wondering why y'all got to stay in a $3,000 shoe closet. This is why. Shit like this. Now she's going to levy this shit against the city. The city is going to have to pay. They're going to have to come out of that money. And ultimately, it's going to affect the taxpayers. This is what happens when we have men in power that don't know how to fucking control themselves. Somebody let me know, is coochie really that hard to get out here? Is it really that difficult? Or is it the power trip? Is it the power that gets to y'all head? Or is coochie really that hard? Is the price of coochie really that hard? Is it really sky high through the roof these days? That's causing y'all to crash out? Say, damn the job, damn my career, damn my future, my family, everything. Because that's really what you're throwing it all away. You throwing all of that away for this?
By claiming she was abusing overtime, prompting the department to launch a review. City data shows Epps earned more than $400,000 in fiscal year 2024. More than half of it was overtime. An attorney for Epps says she was suspended without pay despite putting in her retirement notice earlier this week. A spokesperson for City Hall responding to the allegations says in a statement, quote, "We are deeply disturbed by these allegations and the NYPD is investigating."
She tried to retire. She tried to resign and get up out of there. She tried to resign, get up out of there with her money. And Buddy was like, nah, hold on. No, sorry. But my question is this. It's got to be a part of just a bigger organization of just bullshit going on behind the scenes. Because where is payrolls? What is going on with payroll? What is going on? Where's the HR department? What is going on in payroll when they saw that $400,000 that they had paid out to this one person over the course of a year? Nobody raised any red flags and said, hey, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? How does she earn over $400,000 in 1 year? Nobody said anything. You know what? Throw the whole fucking department away. Let's do that. That's what you do. That's what you do. Clean house. Throw the whole department is trash. The whole department is trash. Gotta be. Ain't no way that slipped past payroll. You made over $400,000. You made three times your salary. 3 times your annual salary, and that didn't get that just slipped past everybody? Hell no. Throw the whole department away. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I'll see you in the next one.